So if anyone's got any questions, please ask me. And as I said the other day, I'm assuming you can all hear me now, but as I said the other day, if you've got anything you specifically want to work on that you think that would be like something you could work on in a group, then let me know. And I'm going to be doing this till next Sunday, and I'm running out of ideas, to be honest. So if anything you want, someone said about allergies the other day, and maybe we can do something for that. And for positivity as well, and motivation through this time. So if those kind of things are the things you want me to work on, then let me know and I'll get something together. As Camille knows, who's here listening, she knows I'll make stuff up as I go along, so it's not very difficult for me. As I said, if I don't know what to do, I blag my way through it, as we say in England. So yeah, if you've got any ideas of what you'd like to change or something you'd like to work on over the next few days, let me know, and I'll look towards doing that for you. Okay. I hope you're all staying safe there and staying well. It is a very difficult time. It's more, I don't know, for me it's not so much difficult, it's strange. And I think, you know, not being able to just the freedom to go where you want to go and do what you want to do. And as I was saying the other day on one of these presentations, what I hope will come out of it is a new appreciation of life in general and the freedom we generally have to do what we want to do. Just be able to get up and go out somewhere and go for a walk, and the freedom to, you know, go out and have a meal together. All those things that we just take kind of for granted. I'm hoping that by the end of this, we'll all have a new understanding, a new appreciation of that. But it's gone 1 o'clock, and what we do, and there's a few more people joining, but today's just going to be about, it's not going to be a very long session, it's just about helping you relax completely, physically and mentally, just for a while, to be able to switch off and have a bit of respite from all of the thoughts and all of the cares and all of the worries. And to understand it's okay to do that for yourself, because if you do this for yourself, now people might say, well, it's a little bit flippant to say we can just take time out to relax when all the stuff that's going on around the world. But if we take the time out to relax and we take the time out for ourselves, it doesn't have to be hours, but even if it's 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes a day, just to sit quietly and just to allow ourselves that bit of respite, to allow ourselves to focus on the good things that we have. It's so easy and it's sort of almost natural to focus on the bad things, because one of our major roles of our mind is to keep us safe and survival. So it is going to make you aware of the things that can hurt you, things that can damage you. But we need to take time out every now and again just to sit quietly and think about the things that we do have, the people we have around us, the love that we have in our life, the pleasures that we can still have in our life, and the simple things, you know, just being able to go and get some fresh air. You know, it's this time of the year in England, it's coming into spring and the blossoms are coming out on the trees. I'm lucky enough, as some of you now know, to live right across the road from the beach. So my exercise is local because it's on the beach in front of me. And some of the things that you see down there, just the natural art that's formed by the sea and the waves and the sand, things that you might not notice before, that now we have that time just to take a bit more time out. So I'm going to ask you to do the same thing as you go through these next few weeks. I'll just give it a few more minutes because there's a couple more people joining, and we'll give it maybe till 5 past and we'll get into it. But as I said, if you've got any questions for me, please ask. There's a Q&A thing there you can ask, there's a chat box. If there's anything you want me to be working on over the next few days, then let me know. Hi Amanda, I see you're here, and nice to see you. While I've just spoken to Amanda King, Amanda works for the College of Medicine. She pretty much is, to my knowledge, the person that keeps that college going. That's how it strikes me. She's always helping people understand what the College of Medicine and Integrated Health is about. She actually asked me to do these sessions through this time to help people, just help people in general throughout this coronavirus time. And so I would suggest to you that if you haven't already joined as a member, then join, because it's a wonderful institute. And as I said over the last few days, they're bringing science and alternative medicine together, because we now know we can't separate the mind from the body. You can't be feeling down psychologically and feel fit physically. You can't be affected physically without it affecting you in your mind. So bring these things together in a place like the College of Medicine and Integrated Health, where the majority of the people at that run that college, that are involved in that college, are medical people. And it's a way for us, and I'm talking about me and hypnotherapy and all the other alternative kinds of treatments, the talking therapies, to get together on mutual ground and share what we can share together, so we can enhance what we're doing together. So if you haven't already joined, join. Right, don't look like anyone else is joining. So I'll say hello to everyone, and I know I've said hello to a majority of you individually, but if I haven't, then I am saying that now. Hello to you. And today, what we're going to be focused on. Right, thanks. Someone's given me an idea for a few things to do I can see it in the chat box now. All right, so yeah, I mean, there'll be things that we can do together over these next few days, and I'll address those things for you. So thanks for the suggestions. Right, so today's just going to be about allowing yourself to relax completely. And it's not going to be a long period of time. I don't know how much time you've got, but maybe for the next 20 or 30 minutes, just letting go of all of your anxieties and stresses just for a while, okay? Nothing else changes outside of your mind, but we can, in our own mind, just go somewhere else. I'm going to take you on a bit of a trip. And if you've got any questions, this technique that I'm running today, it's a thing that I developed. It's called Dream Architectural Therapy. So if there are questions you are asking yourself at this point in time, what should I be doing? What can I do to be safe? Am I doing the things I need to do? And if you're at home and you're trying to get your business going, there'll be questions about that as well. How you're going to be financially, all those things. And sometimes trying to get a handle on the answers to those questions is quite difficult. And Dream Architectural Therapy is just a little mind visualization where I'm hoping, and the idea is that you'll get an understanding of the answers and you'll know what you need to do. As I've said to you all along through these days of these sessions we're running, I don't believe I actually do anything here. I start with the belief that you already have the answers to those questions. You already have all the resources, strengths, abilities, skills to overcome the problems in your life. You already have that within you. And all I do, if you like, is act as a catalyst to help you get in touch with your own ability to heal, your own ability to change, your own ability to resolve those problems. And so today we're not going to be aiming at this at any specific thing. We're just going to get you into a space where you can find the answers yourself to those problems. So go with me on it. Look on this as a bit of time out. Do your best to imagine. I'm going to do my best to help you imagine these things. And look on this as just a wonderful trip. A bit of respite from all the other stuff in your life, okay? So if you're ready to do this, what I'd like you to do is just, once again, some of you have been doing this for the last few sessions. It's going to be easier and easier because hypnosis and trance is one of those things that you can continually get better at. So I want you to do this. Get comfortable. Make sure you're safe. Now, if anything happens on the internet and the signal goes down, you won't be stuck anywhere. You'll drift back up feeling great, okay? So just for a moment, get comfortable. Place your hands separately, place your feet separately. And when you're ready, once again, take a deep breath in. You know how to do this now. And just as you breathe out, allow your eyes to close. Only as quickly as you're ready to allow yourself the most wonderful state of peace and relaxation. Once again, just focus on your body for a moment. And if you can sense any tension anywhere, just let it go. Start with the very top of your head and just allow your scalp to relax. Now maybe imagine having your hair washed and your head massaged. And let your scalp relax completely. Let all that tension go. And let that feeling spread down to those muscles around your eyes. And allow those muscles to relax completely. Imagine that's happening automatically as you listen to my voice. Imagine your eyes are relaxed so completely now they just won't work for a while. Imagine that's happened. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that just for a while. And let that wonderful feeling of relaxation go down into your jaw. If you feel any stress or tension in your jaw, just let it go. Let your jaw relax. And let your tongue relax in your mouth. And let that feeling spread through into your throat, allowing your throat to relax. And let that feeling spread into the muscles in your neck relaxing, your head relaxing. Let that spread into your shoulders just for a while. Imagine you're having your shoulders massaged. And every ounce of stress and tension is just drifting away, melting away from those muscles in your shoulders. Let that wonderful feeling of relaxation spread down into your arms, your biceps, your triceps, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. Let your arms relax completely now. And as you do that, you may become aware of certain sensations. You may become aware of your pulse, or your heart beating. As you relax even more, the muscles in your back, your stomach, your chest. Just for a moment, focus on your breathing. And imagine that you're breathing in calm and you're breathing out tension. You're breathing in calm and you're breathing out doubt. And as you continue to breathe like that, remembering those words of the thanks protocol, I recognize the good within you. Thank you. I care about you. I want you to be well. And as you hear those words repeating in your mind, I recognize the good within you. Thank you. I care about you. I want you to be well. And let that feeling of calm now spread down into your stomach muscles, your hips, your legs, your calves, ankles, feet and toes. Let every muscle relax now, like you've had a general anesthesia. Every muscle, nerve and fibre relax, like a handful of rubber bands just thrown on that chair, loose and relaxed. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. All that matters is you, the sound of my voice, and that feeling of relaxation and calm. Imagine you're just drifting down through space and time, less and less aware of yourself as a physical being, more and more aware of yourself as a mind. And that mind drifts now without boundaries, without borders, without limits. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you'll go. 10, 20, 100 times deeper. Just you, the sound of my voice and a feeling of freedom. Just for a while. Nobody wants anything. No one expects anything. There is nothing for you to do but to relax. Nothing bothers you, nothing affects you, nothing disturbs you. And as you drift deeper and deeper, my voice will drift with you to become a part of your experience now. Every word I say is going to double that wonderful feeling of relaxation. Imagine it's happening automatically. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that just for a while. And as you drift deeper and deeper, I want you to imagine just for a moment that we're standing at the top of a flight of steps, 5 safe steps that lead down into the most beautiful garden. Like one of those gardens you see in those old stately homes, one of those old walled gardens, hundreds, maybe thousands of years old. You can see the flowers. You may even smell the perfume of those flowers. You can see the colours filling your senses. You can see that lawn stretched out through that garden. And as I count down from 5, we are going to take those steps down into that garden. And every step will take you deeper and deeper into the most wonderful state of relaxation and bliss. There's no one for miles around. There's nothing for you to do but to enjoy that experience. So every number, we're going to go down those steps into that beautiful garden. Every number is going to double that feeling of freedom, bliss. 5. Going deeper and deeper. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And now we're in that garden. You can feel the softness of the grass under your feet. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face. It's not too hot. It's just one of those beautiful blue sky days. You can see the flowers in your mind's eye, the colours filling your senses, the perfume filling your senses. And as we walk across that lawn together and you feel the softness under your feet, you can see it now. There's an old oak bench on the pathway. And as we make our way over to that bench, as you relax more and more, and now we're sitting on that bench, in that beautiful old walled garden. There's no one for miles around. And as we sit on that bench and you look up into that blue sky and you feel that feeling of peace, you close your eyes and you go into the most beautiful sleep. And in that sleep, you go into the most incredible dream. And in that dream, we are walking through one of those fields of gold, the kind of field that Sting sings about, wheat and barley. You can smell the perfume of those plants. You feel the softness against your hands. And as we walk through that field of gold, you can see a breeze blowing across the top of those plants like a wave on the ocean, like a golden wave across the ocean. And as we walk through that field, we stop for a while and just experience that feeling of freedom and space. And as we continue to walk now through that field, it opens out into a pathway, the most incredible, beautiful pathway that leads down into a valley. And there are wild flowers as far as the eye can see. And those flowers and those colours fill your senses. And as we continue to walk down that pathway now, down into that valley, every step we take takes you deeper, deeper, deeper down into that incredible state of freedom and bliss. Nothing bothers or affects you, nothing disturbs you. And as we continue down that pathway, you can see it now. There's an oak tree with its branches overhanging that pathway. It's hundreds of years old. And as we walk beneath the branches, and you feel the coolness of the shade, and the light shining between those leaves like diamonds, and you can think about the people that have sheltered there over the hundreds of years, friends that have met there. And as you feel that feeling of safety, security, we walk continue to walk down that path back out into the sunlight. You can feel the sun on your face now. And as we continue down into that valley, now you can see it, the river that is running through that valley. And now we are on that riverbank. And as you sit on that riverbank and you watch the river running and the current taking the leaves and twigs down that river, you can see it now. There's an old rowing boat that's been tied to that riverbank. It's been forgotten, abandoned. There are dried leaves in that boat. It's one of those boats that you see in the parks in the summer. It's got a number on the side. You may be able to make that number out. And it's been left there, forgotten about, abandoned for years. As you see that boat, you notice on your back is a rucksack. And you haven't felt it before, but now you can feel it. And in that rucksack is every negative thought, every limiting belief, every ounce of hurt, pain, sadness, every angry word that was ever placed on you throughout your life. So subtly, one at a time, that you hadn't even noticed it. Every angry word, every negative thought, every limiting belief, all the hurt, pain and sadness that's been stacked in that bag, one at a time. So subtly, you haven't even felt it until now. But now you can feel the weight of it. It's been holding you back. It's been slowing you down. But as you feel the weight of that bag, you can see me standing in front of you. You can hear my voice. And you can feel me unstrapping that bag. And you can feel me lifting that bag off your shoulders now. And notice as I lift that bag off your shoulders, feel that feeling, that lightness of being. And as you watch, you can see me struggling with that bag, the weight of that bag as I drag it over to that boat. Watch as I put that bag in that boat and the boat goes lower in the water. You can see it. And watch as I undo the rope that's holding that boat to that riverbank. And I kick that boat out into the river. It gets caught on that current and starts to move down the river. And it's getting smaller and smaller. You can see that bag in that boat. And in that bag is every limitation, every negative thought, every hurt, pain and sadness that was ever placed on you. It's ever held you back. And watch as it drifts further and further away now, until it disappears around a bend in the river. And as it does that, you lay back on that riverbank and you look up into that blue sky. And in your mind's eye, you can picture that boat, that tiny rowing boat, way out there on the ocean now, laden down with all of the rubbish from the past. And watch as a wave washes over that boat and takes it to the bottom of the ocean, down thousands of feet below, into the blackness. And in your mind's eye, you can see that boat hitting the seabed and that bag spilling out. Every sadness, anger, every ounce of fear, every irrational thought, now buried at the bottom of the ocean, never to affect you again. And as you picture that in your mind, you close your eyes and you go into sleep. In that sleep, we are walking into the most incredible light, the most incredible, wonderful light. And as you walk into that light, think about the people you love, people that love you, the people whose lives you've changed with your love and your understanding and your skills. And feel that love now. And as you feel that love, every limitation's gone from your mind. And as we walk into that light, you see it there now, a door, like the door to a bank vault, a massive steel door. It's got one of those big dials on the front. And above it is a keypad. And 3 numbers pop into your mind. And you punch them into that keypad and that light goes green. And now we're turning that dial on the front of that door and we're opening that massive steel door. And as you pull it open, you can feel the weight. And now we're walking into that bank vault. And you can see there on the wall some safety deposit boxes. And one of them has your name on it. You go over to that safety deposit box and you open the door. And you pull out the canister that's in that safety deposit box. And you take it to the center of the room where there's a table. And you place it on that table. and you open the lid, and there is a photograph of you having achieved the things you want to achieve in your life, looking and feeling great. Step into the photograph and feel what it feels like to achieve those goals. See what you see and hear what you hear. Feel what you feel. Now step back up out of the photograph and take the photograph out of the box. Underneath that photograph is a piece of A4 paper. It's folded in half. And when you open it, there in your own handwriting are the answers to the questions you've been asking yourself. There are the answers written in your own handwriting, are the answers to the questions you've been asking yourself. And you are memorizing those answers. You are storing those answers in that part of your mind that's there for that learning and that knowledge. And now you've learned, now you know the answers. You fold the piece of paper back up, you put it back in that box, put the photograph back on top, shut the lid. Take that canister, put it back in that safety deposit box and close the door. And now we're walking back out of that bank vault. And feel the weight of that door as we push it to. And we spin that dial and that light goes red. And as we do that, we are walking back into that light together. And once again, feel that feeling of love and joy and freedom and empowerment as you feel the love from the people you love who love you. Feel it now. And as you walk into that light and you feel that love, you realize that you're in a dream. An incredible dream that you're having on that riverbank. And as you realize that, you are waking up on that riverbank. And you can remember the boat now buried at the bottom of the ocean. And now we're walking back up that pathway, back up out of the valley. And notice that incredible lightness of being, free of every ounce of stress and anxiety that ever held you back, every ounce of hurt, pain and sadness that was ever placed on you. And feel that lightness of being. And now as you walk back up that pathway, you can see that old oak tree there with its branches overhanging the pathway. And as you walk beneath those branches, feel the coolness once again of the shade. See the light shine between those leaves like diamonds. And as we continue to walk up out, back up into the sun, feel the warmth of the sun on your back now as we walk back along that pathway, up out of that valley. You can see those wild flowers, smell the perfume, let those colours fill your senses. And now you can see it there is that field of gold. And as you walk into that field of gold and you feel that thing of freedom and joy and empowerment, and as you stand there in the middle of that field, you realize you're in a dream. The most incredible dream that you're having in that old walled garden. And as you feel that, you're waking up on that bench and you're back in that beautiful, safe place. You can see the flowers, you can smell the perfume, feel the sun on your face, see that lawn stretched out in front of you. And you can see the 5 steps that led down into that garden. And now we are walking back over to those steps. But notice the lightness in your being, that feeling of freedom and empowerment and joy. Now we're at the bottom of those steps. As I count from 1 to 5, you and I are going to run up those steps with a new energy and a feeling of freedom. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at the top of those steps, looking out across that garden once again. You can see that old bench we fell asleep on. And as you see that, as it crosses your mind, you realize you're actually in the most beautiful, hypnotic state. You're in a profound state of hypnosis. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 10. Every suggestion I've given you, you'll act upon and carry out without hesitation. On 8, your eyes will open. You'll feel like you've had the best 8-hour sleep ever. You'll feel as if your mind has been washed through with clear spring water. And on 10, that feeling of calm, that feeling of freedom and empowerment is going to grow stronger throughout the day. as you continue to use more and more of you. So get ready as I count to 10. On 8, your eyes will open. You are going to feel incredible, like you've had the best 8 hours sleep ever. And on 10, that feeling of calm, that feeling of relaxation, that feeling of empowerment is going to grow stronger day by day. 1, feeling wonderful. 2, to achieve the things you want to achieve and do it brilliantly. 3, a feeling of freedom from every negative, limiting belief that was ever placed on you. 4, feel a force of that energy and love through every cell, every fiber of your body and mind. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely wonderful. 9, 10. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little trip today. I was there with you, so I enjoyed it. So accept whatever happens. Take this feeling of calm, take this feeling of relaxation, understand that you're loved, look after yourself, take care of yourself, do the things we need to do for us to have the best opportunity to come through this safe and well, okay? Well, I hope you enjoyed it. So I'm running these every day if I can. Sorry about the difference in the time today, but I'm completely booked up today. So this is my lunch hour, and so we're having lunch together, which is nice. So look, stay well, and I've looked at the chat, the different things, the suggestions for different things that we can do during the week, and I'll do my best to attempt to do that for you. If it's something individual, and someone's spoken about bruxism, which is a very individual thing, it's a difficult thing to do with a group if you're not suffering from it. But for those people, what I will do, as we're in lockdown, and as I haven't got anything else to do, to be honest with you, I will sort out an individual time for you. I don't want any money from you, but we'll have that bit of time together and see if I can help you over things like that, okay? So look, stay well, be happy, and hopefully I'll speak to you again over these next few days. And when it's all over, I'd love to think that at some point, somewhere in the world, we will meet up face to face and we can have that time together. So enjoy the day, stay well, be happy, and I'll see you soon. Take care.